7 o'clock, and I'll call the meeting to order. If you'll stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and I guess everyone here probably knows why Mayor Holland's not here. He underwent 6 bypass surgery last Friday, a hole in the top part of his heart, and he had AFib, which was all corrected. He got put in a regular room today. He's doing fine. Good. But in his absence, I'm going to try to run the meeting. Will Elder?
Here.
Stason Dawson?
Here.
Mark Hickman?
Here.
Ryan Williams? Zach Jeffrey?
Here.
Jennifer Massey. Okay, we have a quorum. And the first thing on our agenda is approval of the regular city council meeting, which was June 28th, 2022. And I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion, we accept it as written.
Have a motion, second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The next thing we have is the financial statement for June 2022. I'd entertain a motion to approve the financial statement.
I make a motion to approve financial from June 2022.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the financial statements for June 2022. And for that, since it does involve money, we'll call the roll. Will Elder?
Yes.
Stason Dawson?
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey?
Yes.
Oops, I forgot. I believe I missed Mark. Did I miss you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is all I have on our agenda for tonight. Does any of the department heads have anything that they need to contribute? I believe our fire chief, Ashton Tolliver, does.
How are y'all?
Good.
So, I'm gonna give y'all kind of a total what's so far this year. For the month of July, we've had 88 calls for service. So far, as of today, we have ran 663 calls. And this time last year, we were at 545 calls. So we're a little over 100 calls busier this year than we were last. If trend stays, we'll break probably 1,100, 1,200 calls this year. With that being said, we've kind of been doing some research and trying to find an apparatus that's going to suit our needs for the future growth that we're seeing and all the current commercial businesses we have. I've located a 1999 E1 Cyclone 75-foot Quint. That's an ex-Frisco, Texas truck, and it's out of the Brindley Mountain dealership out of Alabama. We actually went to Tennessee yesterday and did an inspection on the truck just to see what type of condition it is. It's great condition, 700 gallons of water, 75-foot aluminum ladder. It's 36 foot long and 11.2 tall, so it will fit in the fire station. I've been talking with Brindley Mountain about it. We have a 2006 Ford Mini Pumper that's currently out at Station 2. It's a standard truck. Not very many people can use it. It was mainly used for the foam system on it, but this new ladder truck will include that. Also, we have a 97 Sutphen out at Station 2, that's engine 2 currently, and talking with Brindley, they're willing to do a trade across the board for those two apparatus with no money involved, just those two trucks to bring in this 99 ladder truck. It suit our needs. especially with the bypass coming in, future commercial growth that we're hoping for, and the current commercial growth. We need one. Lumber One, the middle school, all of our commercial properties, it would help us, especially going towards our ISO when we try and challenge it in the future. So I'm asking for approval to trade those 2 trucks for this ladder truck. Like I said, we went and inspected it, and it's a great rig. Pumped it, floated. I mean, it did a great job.
By getting rid of those 2 trucks, is it gonna leave you short on equipment in that
No.
manner in any way?
I've got an engine already that's sitting in, actually over at our central station as our reserve. It's gonna go out to Easterwood. To that station will be engine 2 out of Easterwood. Also, that mini pumper, one of the main things about it is it had a foam system. This ladder truck actually has a foam system on board. So we're gaining this truck more water, 700 gallons of water, and a foam system, and the ladder. So it's gonna give us that horizontal reach.
So there's not really a downside to this? It's
No,
just-
sir. And with it being 11 foot too tall, it'll fit in the station. If I'm not mistaken, it's almost the same height as that tanker that was bought under the previous fire chief for that incident out at Dogwood after they bought it. They're about the same height, as far as the rear of that truck goes compared to this one.
So what do you have one?
I've got
how
it
many engines are you using?
currently.
Yes.
We've got 2 frontline. We have 3 pumpers total. 3 pumpers, 2 brush trucks. The 2 administration vehicles. We've got the older rescue truck that sits out back at the station. It's fixing to get repurposed for water rescue. Was told we were approved by Game and Fish that they're giving us a boat. We were awarded a boat. Still waiting on the confirmation from them on that part. That truck that's behind the station will strictly be water rescue and just come to the scene and assist. But I'm really not losing nothing. The standard truck, only a couple of our guys can drive it. That mini pumper is just standard. Big thing, it hardly ever moves. I mean, it stays out at the station. It just recently started getting used more because we put it out there.
Chief, do you have a valuation on the vehicles in trade? I mean,
They didn't. The mini pumper is gonna bring the most money from that. The Sutphen, it's a northern truck, so of course it's got rust on it. We've already had to have some valves replaced on it just because they wouldn't open because they were rusted closed. Thinking this is gonna be a really good bet for us. I mean, especially being cost free and we're just able to trade 2 trucks. It's not gonna put me short any trucks. We still have that Nissan pickup out back at the station across the street as well. I'm gonna put it out at Station 2 as kind of a squad medical response vehicle so it can run medical calls. There's still the tanker that's out at Station 2 and an engine, and we'll have an engine to go back out there. So
This ladder truck, have we got people that are
we're gonna try.
competent to,
I got a good group and they learn it easily. So we're gonna do a lot of training on it and they'll be good to go. I mean, I got a great group. I'm not worried about that one bit. We can train them. And I know guys that I can bring in to assist with that training.
okay. So what we need is a resolution.
Well, we did not have time to do a written resolution. I talked to Chief about this morning, and I said we could discuss it thoroughly, and we'll just sort of do a voice vote tonight. We'll get a resolution on paper for next month to sort of ratify it, to just shore up for auditing purposes and things like that. But if the, you know, if the feeling is to go ahead and do it, he will lose that opportunity if we wait the whole month for it, so.
I've got a sales agreement sitting here from Brindley Mountain for the trade-in apparatus. They're also going to do a full service of the fluids and filters of that ladder truck, current pump test, aerial certified. It's got both of those currently, but they said they would go back through. They're going to verify all DOT emergency compartment and ground lighting, that they're in proper working condition. One thing we did notice was the air conditioning was not properly working while we were up there inspecting. They said it will not come to us without the air conditioning not working. They will make sure it works. We noticed some hydraulic fluid, and they said they were going to assess that and fix anything if need be. But they're going to do a complete service and they'll deliver. There won't be any delivery fee on us. It'll all be them.
This ladder truck got a platform on it.
It's a stick. It's a straight stick, 75-foot aerial, single axle. I forgot to mention that. It was a single axle, so it'll maneuver our tight streets. It's about the same size as one of my engines, maybe just a few inches longer, but it'll be able to maneuver the streets. The ladder doesn't hang much further than the bumper on the front, maybe just a few inches longer out front. But it'll help us, especially with commercial coming in. We've already had somebody call and ask what our capabilities were, and currently we didn't have an aerial, but I'd like to fix that and we can have one, especially with this being a cost-free deal and just trading some equipment for some better equipment and getting us kind of prepared for the future.
I'll make a motion,
I think yes.
Yeah, approve, and then I'll get with Chief and we'll get the details on paper
Okay.
for August. But really, the bigger policy issue is letting go of the outgoing trucks.
Yeah.
If he's acquiring this without any cost, there's no money being exchanged, so if y'all are comfortable with that, then.
Yes.
Were the two vehicles that are being traded, were they purchased by the city? They weren't donated from
No, ma'am.
another entity?
So one of them was received off of a grant back in 2008, 2009. I talked with Brindley Mountain about that, and due to it being so long ago, they would handle that. If there was any issue, it would fall on them. But they've done it before from other departments, and there's never been an issue with that. The other truck was purchased by the city for $9,800. So,
I wanted to make sure we weren't gonna have any
No,
problem with
ma'am.
selling or
Nope.
trading
no ma'am.
something that we got.
I met with the salesman and we've already kind of talked about all that and worked out all the kinks. But if we get it approved, it'll be anywhere roughly from 30 to 90 days to receival of the apparatus. They will deliver it and they'll pick up the other two and take them back with them. But we needed to try and get this passed because they can't guarantee after July 30th the truck will still be there. And we'd have to be searching for different options. But it looks like a great truck. It's in a lot better shape than our Frontline engine is right now after looking at it. So it'll serve us well. We're also going to hold a push-in ceremony when we get that and bring the community out. So
Right, I thought about that, yes. Okay, I have a motion.
I second.
Okay, and just, I guess in the resolution, we're gonna put in there what we're going to trade and what we're gonna have, so it'll all be stipulated in the resolution.
Yeah, and you said the delivery wouldn't take place for,
it's on lease currently from Brindley Mountain to this department in Tennessee. They just had to have it for their ISO, so it's not even leaving the station. What they were going to do was the salesman was going to go back to the shop pending y'all approving it, see if they could get another truck. If they had one on the lot, they could just turn around and send up there. They'll take the truck to their shop and bring it to us. It could be next week. It could be 30 days. We just don't know yet. But they're awaiting a new truck up there. So they have to send one to sit in this one's place while it goes back to the shop to get everything checked out.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Do we have any more discussion? Any discussion?
I had one more question. Is this gonna help our ISO?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Especially with as much commercial property as we have, it'll definitely help because it gives us the reach. Because currently we don't have anything that can go up or over. It'll be good, especially if we have any big commercials start coming in with the bypass.
What percent of our city would you say is adequate, has adequate water pressure, water supply to handle that?
Just depending on what we flow it. A lot of these hydrants are good, and I mean, mainly around here in town where all the big commercial property is, we could substantially flow it. Out in the county where we cover, I've done it before, we can flow it off of tankers. It's been done. We used Conway brought out their reserve ladder truck out at the dump fire, and we ran for over 2 hours running tanker trucks, dumping into a dump tank and flowing their ladder truck for 2 hours without ever running out of water. So water supply is not an issue. We can handle the water supply. So it's my big thing, and we'll adapt and overcome. So we're firemen, so that's what we do. So
My only thing, Chief, is if you'll give me a little bit of information so I can
Yes,
get
ma'am.
it correct in my minutes.
yes, ma'am. I'll give it all to you.
But anything else? Will Elder,
Yes.
Stacy Dawson,
Yes.
Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Okay. We have anything else from the department heads? Anything, streets, water? Anybody?
Barbara, I have two things to share.
Okay,
First is, the Metro Plan has, we call it the zoning ordinance. It's their big comprehensive, it's 200 pages and growing. Just the rezoning that we will adapt as we go along. It was not ready for this meeting. Bernadette Rhodes wants to come and have a workshop. We suggested doing that at the Planning Commission meeting on the 9th. Don't have that confirmed yet, but that's most likely the date it will be, right here on the 7th. And so we want to go over a few things that will apply here and then put it on for the August council meeting. That's the time schedule of that. This handout that we gave, this is the 605 training. When we talked about it last time, it was not quite ready, but it is now. There's several different options that you can do. There's a couple of dozen classes. There are going now. They've had 3 of them in July already. You can do it 3 different ways. The way I would suggest doing it is just by an internet class. If you're familiar with like internet college courses, it's your own pace. You can do it in the middle of the night. You can do it as slow or as fast as you want. You have 2 weeks to complete it. And you can pick any of these windows of time anywhere it says internet on there, and then do it. You can get in the car and go somewhere in person. They have them in Springdale, Jonesboro, Hot Springs, and different places. You can do that. Or you can watch a Zoom of a live class out of Camden on the dates that they have there. But there's no charge, and you just go on your own. You don't all have to coordinate as to where you'll go. Mr. Elder, I think you're a veteran now. If you have 10 years on the job, then you're exempt. So that's one exemption. And then this is also the policy where we have to have 2 at-large non-voting members to be a part of this too. So we need to be thinking about who those will be and get them doing the training also. And December 9th is the last option for it, so we gotta have it done by December 9th.
okay.
Dustin, so the workshop is just gonna do it at the planning commission meeting, or do we need to set a workshop for 6 o'clock or something? Or?
Details still being worked out. Miss Bernadette emailed me. I said, I'm not the one, it'd be Jana Green. she would be, who's the planning commission coordinator?
The chairman now is Danny Hester.
Oh, okay. Well,
Jana resigned.
Well, that's a gap in the process there, cause I forwarded it to her. We'll have to nail that down, but I suggested to her that would be, it felt like the ideal time, but we'll get Danny in the loop on that, and he'll confirm that date and time. I don't think it'll be too involved, but they've already done all the work, it's just, I think she just had a couple of things that might be unique for us.
Okay. Anything else?
Did y'all notice this terrible water loss we had last month? What was it, 3% or? Yeah, right.
Chief Hunter, do you have anything? Nothing, streets, water, treasurer?
We will be getting our second payment of the ARPA funds tomorrow, at latest by the end of the week. I just got an email late last week that said they will be here sometime between tomorrow and the 30th, so it's coming.
Money's good.
Money is very good.
Good. Anybody else? Anybody from the audience? Nothing? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.